Trying to stop me. Y'all can't stop me. This is forever. Forever, man. I mean that.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Mexico City Diablos. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now let's go. Green 30.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, line.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Kaiser now to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Check 26, check 26. Ohio! Ohio!
Kaiser now on 2nd down. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. Takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They'll give it to Mixon, and this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Check 99! Check 99! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action. Kaiser. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 3rd and 2, Darnold. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And now back out comes the offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. So they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first down throw, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception, Kaiser. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go now.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Touchdown, Packers! Anthony Miller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Give him 30 yards there. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Kaiser on 1st down. Dumps it off to Mixon. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun, Kaiser. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Kaiser now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. And the pitch goes to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
To the air again, Kaiser. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90! Flex round! Flex round!
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. He'll rifle this one deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And that one results in 35 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Kaiser. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's a give to Mixon. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now the Packers get set to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Green 30.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Dancing to his left. Room to run past midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Oh, yeah!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more after this.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here we go now. Green 39.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 4-yard pickup. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone, A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! White 90! White 90! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
A first down throw for Kaiser. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. First down, Kaiser. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear?
It's caught inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Green 39! Green 39!
On first down, it's Darnold. Open space inside the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold on first down. Being chased out left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Second down and 10, Darnold. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Set! 3-19!
To the air again, Darnold. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. They had it first and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught out left by Perriman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. To throw, Kaiser. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90. Ohio.
On first and 10, Kaiser. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. They find some open field here. He will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after him.
Now he'll be hit from behind, and he has landed on hard. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
All right, here we go.
Darnold from the gun. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
All right, here we go.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. It's brought in by Doxson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now let's go. Blue, land it.
Here's Darnold now on second down. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set. Green, 39.
On 1st down, Darnold. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Doxson with a grab over the middle. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. Complete out right to Jake Butt. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Green, 39.
Throwing again is Darnold. That's complete right around the 8. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
All right, here we go. Blue, land it.
Darnold to throw again. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. Green.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38. Ohio. Ohio.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. What? 90. What?
throwing the interception. Kaiser. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Let's go! 190! 190! Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51! Go, baby! Cut!
From the gun, Kaiser. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up, and he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sua Cravens in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Flex round! Flex round!
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. They're connecting here with DJ Sharp. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 30 yards there. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Hey, they scared! They scared! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll throw here. Kaiser. And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Flex round! Flex round!
3rd and long for Kaiser. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Open man right side is Sharp. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And then they're blitzing. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Back to throw, Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Flex round! Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90! Flex round! Flex round! It's just me and you. Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. He's going to rifle one deep left. It's caught inside the 25. And they do finally get him at the 12. A big play there. 45 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Kaiser. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Kaiser. Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this one is incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Kaiser. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. On the right side, this is Miller. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Out to the left, it's complete to Jackson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Darnold toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All right, here we go.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
He better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! What? 90! What? 90! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
And they're throwing here. Kaiser. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Come on, let's go. Ryan 38.
Off the play fake, Kaiser. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And a huge play that time. 53 yards. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup.
They go play action here on first down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Philip Dorsett from 19 yards away. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last throw down for Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the home team here, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And now it's off to the airport for a date with customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the Packers, things are definitely going